This is live now. What the hell? Hello, YouTube. Um, it's gonna be a random video. It's like a video to myself, my future self. And I wanted to record this because life's been crazy lately. It's been moving at 100 miles an hour, and I've been very bad at stopping, smelling the roses and smelling the flowers, and actually being present and realizing how far I've come, where I currently am in life, goals I've achieved that were once dreams, and all of the above. So I'm forced myself to film this video. One, because I've been procrastinating YouTube and content and documenting the journey and the process, like I said I was going to. And two, I met someone out here in Bali. Yes, we're also now in Bali. We came here at the end of September for 2 weeks. We're now going into month two. I'm planning to stay till December. But that's literally like that's been how life has been going. One second. Things have just been falling into place, and people have just been coming into your life for different purposes. But anyway, what I was saying, I met someone in Bali, and they helped me realize you need to enjoy it, and don't you, you need to be present. Everything has to come from love. It's either love or fear. Everything in this life is love or fear. And I realized I was doing all of this stuff, living this life, building business, leaving 9 to 5. I was doing it all out of fear. I was doing it out of fear of the life that I had. I was doing it out of fear of settling, being average. And it was forcing me to go 100 miles an hour, but it was never enough because because it was out of fear, it would be like one milestone ticked onto the next because the fear of it going back to that norm, as opposed to it being from love and me celebrating each moment and me being reflective of each moment and me being present to each moment and me understanding that there's so much more that can come and it will come. But be happy with what you've achieved because one day this was something you thought wasn't possible. And that's been really cool. I mean, let me change angles. I haven't see if this can see me. But yeah, as I was saying, it's been really cool. It's been really cool. And they've made me just stop and pause and actually smell the flowers and write random postcards and put it in letters and envelopes and read one each day and do things for people with nothing attached and do things just because and eat cake and do all this random stuff because life is short. And I'm not gonna get into my motivation bag, but like literally life is short. Tomorrow's not promised. And I was doing all these things out of fear, and I was like, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. But like a year ago, this was what I prayed for, to be in this position, to be able to travel the world whenever I wanted, to to be in a place like Bali, with a random pool and a random whatever this is, and an apartment, and to be able to randomly just say I'm staying for an extra couple months and to be able to network with other entrepreneurs and inspire people and change lives and do all these things and I'm living in it, but I'm not being present in it. And that's a problem because then it becomes a case of like when is enough? Helping enough people, traveling to enough countries, when is enough? So I learned to start practicing gratitude more. So future Basi, if you're watching this, you better still be doing your gratitude. You better still be doing your journal. You better still be doing all that stuff. And I know I will. Um, came back from China. Was in China with my family about a week and a half ago now at this stage, which is also crazy to even say. I was in China with my family on a random week that I didn't have to ask anyone for permission. I didn't have to get annual leave. I didn't have to book off anything. And I wasn't gonna go originally. Some stuff happened with my dad's business partner and stuff like that. But I decided to go anyways, and it was amazing. The Chinese they're crazy people, but they're amazing people. And I got to see the way they do business, the way they conduct themselves. Taught me a lot about like objection handling and sales and getting attention. And I see why everything's made in China. Those guys they're on the ball, they're on their game. But it was like almost like a full circle moment because I've been away from Ireland since August. I've been literally on the go, and it was one of the first times I saw my family outside of Ireland since. No, not the first. It was the first time. I saw my family outside of Ireland since like this business era of all of this. Um, and it was really cool. It was really cool. For me, it was like I got to realize how far I've came. And I've got to realize that I really am living in an entrepreneur. And even though there's 101 things that I still want to achieve and 101 aspirations and desires and places that I know I can and will and want to end up, I've come so far. And I've other people around me have come so far, and I've been able to influence lives. And I now have 13 clients inside of my community. A year ago, I had zero, you know? So that's also crazy. And I've been able to have conversations with them and see how it's affected their lives and their goals and their ambitions and their dreams and their aspirations. And I now have people messaging me on social media platforms wanting to connect, wanting to chat, because I put myself in that position in which I can offer value and I can give value and I get value. And that's cool. And it's like, without sounding egotistical, I think a lot of people would kill to have this life, to be able to live in Bali and do all the things I mentioned. But because I was doing a lot of it out of fear, I was just like a passenger in my own body. I almost didn't comprehend that I was living this life, the life that I prayed for, I journaled for. It was almost just like, okay, cool, box ticked onto the next. And the grass is always greener, because I feel like a lot of people from the outside in would have said you're living a great life, and people were messaging me and they were saying that, but inside I still felt like I'd done nothing. I still felt like I hadn't achieved anything, I hadn't accomplished anything. Um, and it was a weird situation. Honestly, it was a weird place to be in. It was like where I am now, where I used to be, and the person I know I want to be. And I realized worry just comes. Okay, storage is not on my side, so the video keeps cutting out. I'm gonna have to keep this short. But I had so much worry because I was so focused on my future and achieving the results of the person I knew I could be in my head. Which in my head right now, like I'm not afraid to say it. Like in my head, I'm a millionaire already. It's already happened, and I know I'm already a coded millionaire. And there's no doubt of if, it's when. I think I was letting that external, internal pressure and expectancy cripple me into fear of not making it. And now I realize it's going to happen regardless. And I'm not even going to say if it doesn't, because I know it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen on my timing. That's what I've realized. It's going to happen on God's timing. It's going to happen when I align with the universe and my actions align with the version of me that already is a millionaire. And nothing is nothing. Every single thing that I'm doing, the days that I feel like it's not enough, the days that I feel like it's going nowhere, it's actually what's compounding me and propelling me towards that. And I found a lot of peace in that. And I thought nothing was going well. 2 days ago, I closed a client for 3K. He had watched a lot of my videos, saw the value, trust was built. Um, and he, no objections, just jumped in, ready to do it. And I was just like, it's when you least expect it that it comes the most. And now look, I got on chill fit, got some cool Crocs in China, and got a load of random shit in China. The sun is shining, got a pool here, surrounded by some amazing people. I'm able to just wake up, do deep work, um, and life's a blessing. So when you are watching this in the future, just remember that there was once a day in which this is what you pray for. You are now living it. There will be a day in which there'll be more things that you want, you've prayed for, and that you feel like are not materializing. But everything happens for a reason. Nothing is nothing. So what a great time to be alive. Subscribe to Beseat, and yeah, we're all gonna crush it. But This is my random life update to my future self. This is not going to stick back in. Okay, 1 second. But yeah, this is my random life update to my future self. But see, when you're watching this and whenever you're watching it, um, I'm proud of you, of me, of the past. I don't know what fourth wall this is, but I'm proud. You should be very proud. And I know you're going to be fucking crushing it and ripping it. 100K months, whatever it is. I don't know what you're going to be doing. Who knows? Who knows where you're going to be living? But just remember, this is one of those periods, one of those moments which was a catalyst, and it created the next chapter